your thoughts on it. I mean, think about, all right, let's think about like 2 weeks ago when you never really went on there. I mean, what did you think it was?
So I originally had the impression that this was just a parts site. You know, like if you want a
Yeah,
part, you come on here and get it. But there's just so much more to this site than just that.
right.
Like
I have to agree. I mean,
as you can see, just this base one, you can see people are selling sets, parts, minifigs. You know, I have no idea what MOCs are, but people are selling them.
mocks, my own creations. So those are basically people that build a lot of custom things, and
So that's
they
where you'd
so
find something like the Tensegrity set, then, yeah.
what's that?
That's where you'd find something like the Tensegrity set.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them on there. I think if you were to search, you would find them on there. I mean, look, here's
Let's
the thing.
click it. You know, we got time. Let's just explore
Yeah,
it.
for sure. The overall thing with BrickLink and the most interesting thing about it is it's all basically the database is produced and created by the fans, by the people. There's no organization that's actually databasing this entire thing. It's all a cumulative effort. And when there's new parts that are coming in, it's just people that love Lego and have really built the best marketplace for Lego on the internet, you know? And that's what it is to me. And a lot of people, it takes a little bit for people to get to really understand what it is because it's difficult. There's a lot of things.
That's cool.
So that thing is incredible. That thing is incredible. It's nuts. The creativity out there is unbelievable. And there's so many different segments to Lego. Like you've got buildings and you've got mechs and you have cars and you have space and you have games. Wow, this thing's awesome. Wow, that's incredible.
That's
it's
wow.
got it's got everything you need. Like you see the things on the side. Wow, that's really nice. Micro scale.
I don't know what that specifically is, but but yeah, like that's cool.
Unbelievable.
And
Unbelievable.
this is stuff that people, build out of Legos. And look, here's the building steps for it. If I wanted to click on it and find out how to build this, boom. It's
Yeah.
loading. It's loading slow, but you get the point.
Yeah, it takes a lot of tinkering around, but I mean, look, I mean, I'm on BrickLink every single day and I don't even know everything of it. You know what I mean? It's just there's so much going on. And it's basically, it's eye-opening as to what, Lego has the ability to do, like what people have the ability to do and what they have the ability to do with a high quality product. And then it's just all the databasing.
hmm
So let's do this. You were going to do a set, right? You were going to do a set?
Yeah, so I was wanting the Lego house. So if we search up the
Lego
Lego
house.
house, you
Let's do
know,
it.
so you can search parts, numbers, whatever, or you can just search what you're looking for. I mean, if you're looking for characters from the LEGO Legacy Hero Unboxed game, it is kind of hard to find them just because a lot of the times they're not actually called that. So
We'll have a
we'll have a
we'll
list
have an
here.
XML file, I think, on the Discord, right?
Yep. But
Yeah, we'll put it up on the Discord.
here's what I want. So the Lego house.
So go ahead, click it. What's the set number?
So we got set 21037.
21037.
Yep.
So on this page, this is, typically when you're poking around and you're looking around at stuff, this is pretty much the main landing page of the item itself. And if you see kind of next to the picture where it says my inventory, and then there's another one called my wanted list, the idea is if you wanted to buy this, you could buy this as a set. What was the cost on it?
So let's see here. Because
Actually, do me a favor. Go
I
to the
live in the
price
U.S.
guide.
So
Middle tab. The middle tab.
here, this is the only ones available in the U.S. So
Okay.
for
So
example,
it's
if
a couple
you
hundred,
yeah, be 200 for the
couple hundred
U.S.
bucks plus shipping. This is the tab that I use, but I don't want to muddy up the waters here. So basically, you could either buy it as a set, you're going to get the box, or you look at the set inventory if you could. It's the next tab.
Set inventory. All right, here we go.
And this will show you the quantities and all of the parts within the set itself. So it'd be, XYZ of this and this much of that and this much of that. So it looks like a lot, and it looks like it's difficult, and it looks like, holy cow, how am I ever going to do this? But if you scroll back to the top, there's a very, very simple process. And it's basically my wanted list in the middle. And then you could do part out. So you could add the set to your wanted list, or you could part out all of the parts to your wanted list. So right here, you can create your wanted list for all of the parts specifically for that. Create the name for it, Lego house.
Now, I personally am wanting this new, so I'm setting it to new. However, if you're fine with used or any condition, you can always set those.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's the way I would do it too. I mean, if you're going to do it right, in my book, I always think, if you're going to do it right, I mean, if you're going to do it right. You know what I mean?
Yep. And then when I submit
so
this,
what this is generating all of those parts on that list, and this is your kind of your verification phase.
Yep.
So you're going to verify the quantities. If we've already looked at this and made sure that it is in fact accurate.
Yep.
So
but
now
this is all the parts that you would need to build.
All the parts, and then it'll give you a summary. So it's this many parts and it's this many lots. And if you were to take a look back at the set, that's exactly what it is.
Yep.
So now the idea is the wanted list is now complete. So basically, within just a few clicks with minimal knowledge, you're able to basically part out this entire set into a wanted list.
Yep.
Now, with this wanted list, if you click on it, there's a lot of different things you could do with this wanted list. You can create an XML, which you could use for other programs to do other types of things, or you could do a buy all right now. You could, so you could download it, you can edit it, you can manipulate it, you can download it, save it. So, if you don't want to keep it on site and you'll just have it always, there's just a lot of different things you can do here. So now you went to buy all, and then the way that I would do it here, and I think we've tried this yesterday too, where you've done it a couple ways, where it was just auto select, and then you auto selected one with my store on it too.
Yeah. So here, we'll do both of them to show. So for example, if you just hit auto select, it puts it together.
This is selecting all the stores necessary to buy all of the parts, and trying to do it in the least amount of stores as possible.
And as you see here, so there's 102 unique parts, 774 parts total. And then up here on the side, you see it assigned all the parts. And when we looked at the set, this is the exact number of pieces in the set. So that is correct.
Right. And the other thing too is, at this stage, you can actually go in. I mean, I don't know if we're going to do it for today's purposes, but you can go in and edit each individual cart if you wanted to add more. Like, let's just say you wanted more of that particular part, and they had more, or you had less. I mean, the thing is if you have XYZ parts and you've been doing work to build this thing, and you already have some of these parts, in the wanted state and the wanted list stage, you would basically have removed the parts that you already had, right? But we're just doing this fresh. No fuss, no muss.
And for example, if you want to just support Bricksbird, he has his own store. It turns out he has some parts for this set. So I could select him first, add him to it, and then when I go, it automatically says, oh, he has about half of that set already. Then I can just auto select after that, and it'll fill whatever wasn't there. I mean, sure, it's a little bit more, but we're supporting Bricksbird.
Was it a little bit more? What was the price difference?
So we tried this yesterday, and the price difference was about 30 cents. But, stuff's constantly changing. So it looks like right now it's actually about a $3 difference.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wow. Jeez. There was probably some of the...
I'm assuming one of the other buyers changed,
Yeah, because I don't remember seeing those other two.
Because I will say the very first time we did it, we did have only 4 people. But, since every time I've done it since... It's 5.
Changes all the time. It's a wild market. It's a wild market, and it's ever changing.
Yeah,
like flowing water.
And we did have a question about how much the box and the has to this.
Oh yeah,
value.
So open a new tab. Do it in a new. Oh yeah, I guess you could do it like that.
Yeah.
So
So when you
find
search
the
out
set
this,
again.
yeah, you look up the set, boom, it pulls up the instructions in the box separate. There's no sellers of the box, but however, you can always come in here, look. I don't think there's ever been one for sold that's been sold because there's none
Well,
under the pricing guide.
that data is for the past 6 months. So maybe 6 months, 7 months ago, maybe one sold. But there's so much data that it
Hmm.
only holds for 6 months um, on these metrics here.
Yeah. And then there's also like you can get the instruction manual if you
Instructions,
want.
physical instructions.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. But I mean, comparatively, as you just saw it, parted out, it was about $75 for this set specifically, whereas, for the US, it was $200 for the actual set. I'm not getting the instruction manual and I'm not getting the box, but I mean, the
Right.
instruction manual is online and I personally don't want the box, so
Right.
I'm
So for
perfectly
all
fine
intents
this
and
way.
purposes, I mean, what this provides you, for your, for basically your needs, it provides you a very large discount for having what you want.
Yeah,
It's
so
incredible.
basically we went from $200 to let's pull it back up again, see what it is. This is also just an estimate because there's still going to be shipping and whatnot after.
Yeah, my estimation, if it's going to be 5 stores, I would say roughly, I would just average it as $5 for shipping. It's
Yeah,
probably going to be
so
less, but I
you're
would
looking,
say
we'd be looking at
$20
about
shipping.
100. We'll say like $100 for this compared to the 200.
Right, right, right,
So
right,
exponentially greater. The only thing that kind of sucks is you have to get it from multiple stores. But
right,
when you click the create carts, it sets everything up. You can check out on them each time and
right.
whatnot. But I'm not going to do that on stream just because I don't want to share my personal information and stuff like that. But however, I do plan on getting this. And after the stream's done today, I will be buying all the
Screenshot.
parts. And
Yeah, screenshot. Whatever.
we hopefully, I don't know if I'll have the stuff by next week or when or whatever, but hopefully we will get that stuff in within a couple weeks and we can go over
It's
that.
interesting. What's interesting is we could do a review as to all the stores that were in there. So, I mean, you could choose my store or not. I mean, I would appreciate it if you do, but if you don't,
Yeah.
then fine. But and then you could, since there's going to be 5 stores, we could do a review as to which ones came in and which ones didn't, and just it's fun. It's fun.
Okay,
And
here we
the
go.
thing is,
So
on that,
here's the calculated with shipping for most of them. So you see, yeah, it was about $5 average.
right?